How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe, man. And we're gonna be talking Devin Haney versus Regis Progress. You know what I mean? It is going down this weekend, you guys. Both fighters are very, very prepared. It's looking like for this fight. They both look, laser focused. I can't wait for this fight, man. This fight looks awesome, man. I think it's an awesome, thing that these guys are able to get in the ring, to face each other. You guys all know Regis Progress is a game fighter. He's coming in. First of all, smash that like button, you guys. As soon as you guys come in, let's definitely smash that like button. Um, that's the only thing, just smash it, man. Don't touch it, just smash it. You know what I mean? And then you good. So yeah, man. Regis Progress, number 2 in the world at the super lightweight division. You guys all know he's 29-1 with 24 big wins by way of knockout, you guys. Okay, so you guys know Regis Progress is coming. And when he's coming, you know what I'm saying, 9 times out of 10, he's coming to knock you out. That's what that record shows me. And to be honest with you, man, Regis Progress is a slick southpaw. And he can. I mean, to be honest with you guys, man, Regis Progress, you know, he knocked out the Cepeda fight. He fought Jose Cepeda. He knocked him out, knocked out McKenna, and he knocked out Ivan Redkach. All three of those guys, I think Devin Haney can beat. Let's just call a spade a spade. All three of those guys, I think Devin Haney can beat. And then he got a split decision win against Zarilla. And I actually watched that fight, man. That was a really close fight. I can't believe one of the judges had it 117 to 110, and then another judge had it 118 to 109. Wow. And then one judge had it 114, 113. So 2 judges had it really wide. One judge had it actually for the other guy. And that's why Regis Progress had a split decision win. You guys all know he only lost to his only defeat is to Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is a really, really good fighter. Out of the UK, well, Scotland. And let's be honest, Josh Taylor, gave him a really good fight, but it was a mid decision. One of the judges had it a draw, and then one judge had it 115, 113 for Taylor, and then the other judge had it 117 to 112 for Taylor. So if Alfredo, so pretty much the fight came down to 2 points, 2 rounds. That's how laser tight and laser, close that decision was for Regis Progress versus Josh Taylor. And Regis Progress said, man, look, man, he had to rebuild himself after that, which I really didn't think. I thought he had a pretty good performance, to be honest. I mean, Josh Taylor's a tough cookie. At that time, that was almost 5 years ago. That was 4 years ago. So, that was in 2019 when he fought Josh Taylor. You guys got to understand, Regis Progress has only fought 1 time each year. Oh, excuse me, he fought twice in 2022, but in 2020 he fought once. 2021 he fought once. Twice in 2022, and then he fought again in 2023. So, a bit, inactive between 2020 and 2021, being that he only had 1 fight apiece. And like I said, man, I think a real active fighter should fight at least 3 times a year. In his prime. I think 3 times a year is good. I'm not saying put him in there with world champions every single fight, but what I'm saying is, keep him busy. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button as soon as you guys come in, y'all. You already know, man. You already know the vibes. Smash that like button for sure. Um, but yeah, man, Devin Haney. Um, and another thing about Regis Progress, you guys, Regis Progress is the type of fighter that will actually make it a fight. If he feels like, look, man, I'm down on the scorecard, you know, I gotta go for broke. I think he can do. I think he will do that. I think Regis Progress is the type of fighter that will go for broke. If he feels like he's losing the fight, if he feels like nothing's going his way, I truly feel like he'll let it all on the line. And that's what you need in boxing, man. You need a fighter that when the going's getting tough, you know are you able to respond? And Regis Progress, man, he dug deep in that Taylor fight, and it just wasn't enough, from what the scorecards, were reading. I Some people, me, I thought that Regis Progress actually won that fight. It was a tough fight, it was a close fight, but I thought Regis Progress, squeaked it out. And other people said the same thing as well. So I know I wasn't the only one saying that. It was a close fight. That's his only loss. That's the only blemish between both of these guys. Um, Devin Haney's undefeated as well. You guys all know he's really young in the sport. Very young in the sport. He's only 25 years old. But he's 30-0 with 15 big wins by way of knockout, you guys, and he's 25 years old. Um, you guys all know Regis Progress is 34 years old. So he's an aging, is he an aging 34? You know, and what I mean by aging is like, has Father Time caught up to Regis Progress? Is this the fight where we see Regis Progress look his absolute worst? Is this that type of fighter? Devin Haney is that type of caliber of a guy that can exploit that. If he sees holes, I'm pretty sure he's going to take them. But I just feel like that's another thing. The more I get to thinking about Devin Haney, if you get Regis Progress in trouble, or if you're just doing enough to win every round, you know, will you get the decision if you're Devin Haney? You know, will you get the decision? That's the question. That's the question in my eyes. Will you get the decision? You know, to be honest, right now, Regis Progress is the WBC super lightweight champion. You know, he won that by fighting Zepeda. It was for the WBC super lightweight vacant title. And he wound up knocking Zepeda out for that, and then he defended it against Zorilla. So this is actually going to be his second title defense, for Regis Progress, which is a good thing. The more title defenses you have, the more you feel like I'm comfortable. You know, you know, I'm comfortable with me being the champion. Like I don't want anybody else to be the champion. I'm comfortable with it staying in my possession. You know what I mean? Like the more title defenses you get, I feel like the more comfortable you can be with having those belts. You know what I mean? Not saying you being comfortable inside the ring. I'm just saying you're like, man, you know, I don't know what it feels like to not have the belt because I've always had the belt. If you had a belt for, you know, like Earl Spence, he's had that IBF belt for so long, years, at least, 5 years, minimum. He's had that, IBF strap. So I just feel like, a lot of these fighters out here, man, at this present time, man, you know, they're jumping weight class to weight class. Has Devin Haney bitten off a little bit more than he can chew? I'm just calling a spade a spade. Has he bitten off a little bit more than he can chew? And what I mean by that is, we all know that, we all know that Devin Haney is a really good boxer. We all know that. Okay. That's nothing that needs to be, talked about or, you know, debated. Or, just to go over like, man, is Devin Haney's style, is that a winning formula? Like, is that, well, yeah, I mean, he's beaten Lomachenko. And I thought that was a really close fight. That's another fight that between these guys that could have possibly went either way. Um, the Lomachenko fight was definitely tough for Devin Haney, but both of these guys have been in tough. With Regis Prograis, it was earlier in his career. 4 or 5 years ago, he went. He had some pretty good tough fights. Um, you know, and I just feel like now Devin Haney has passed all tests with. I'm not gonna say with flying colors because I'll be lying to myself to say he passed with flying colors. But I will say that he's passed. You know, and there's so many questions that still need to be answered about Devin Haney. Can Devin Haney, you know, really take a power punch from a guy at 140 and a natural 140 pounder? Okay. Regis Progress is a natural 140-pound fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's not, coming up or coming down. If anything, he's coming down. He's definitely not coming up. Regis Progress has been at 140 for I believe his whole entire year. I mean his whole entire career. You know, um, but that just shows you, like, look, man, he's coming in, and he's actually trying to destroy you, man. You know, actually, Regis Progress, it says, started his professional debut at welterweight. So Regis Progress' first professional fight was at welterweight. Okay, that's a fact. And he got a round one knockout. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is Regis Progress is coming down. You know, I don't even think Regis Progress could make 135 at all. So I just want to see, this fight is at 140. I want to see what that 5 pounds will it make that big of a difference? If Devin Haney is the guy that we think he is, if Devin Haney is the dream, if Devin Haney, it is out here to not be fucked with, you know, he should get a really decisive win over Regis Progress. Now, I'm not saying Devin Haney's gonna go in here and fucking knock out Regis Progress, because I highly think that that's highly unlikely. I think it'll be a decision. Um, and it could be a close decision, depending on what fight Regis Progress comes with. I really truly feel you gotta prepare for Devin Haney to box you. That's what he's showed us, time and time and time again. That he's a boxer, and that's what I think he's gonna do in the Regis Progress fight. Regis Progress is more of a Regis Progress is more of a brawler, slash boxer. He tries to mix it up and really, stick to his guns and sticks to his 1-2s and stuff like that, But then it just he gets turned up in the inside, and then he starts letting his hands fly, which there's nothing wrong with that, Regis. You're a fan friendly fighter, um, you know, um, and it's action packed when Regis Progress is around 9 times out of 10. I'm not saying every performance has been grade A, but I'm just saying normally 9 times out of 10, Regis Progress, is that type of fighter where he's gonna bring it. He's gonna bring it. Regis Progress is gonna bring it. And you gotta know that when you're talking about Regis Progress. Regis Progress is like, you know, he's not like a whole lot of fighters out here, man, to be honest. Regis Progress is his own man. He takes care of his family. He has kids. Devin Haney, from what I believe, he has no kids. And just being a father is different. But I mean, with all of that aside, it's gonna come down to who wants it more. You know, family man or not. It's gonna come down to who wants it more. You know, does Devin Haney want it as bad as Regis Progress wants to keep his title? You guys got to understand, Regis Progress is the champion coming into this fight. That's why I put Regis Progress name first when I made this title, because I'm giving respect to the champion, which sometimes we tend to just shit on champions and just oh, Devin Haney's going to win, and just, it's not even going to be close. Some people are saying it. Some people are saying that Regis Progress is going to get his ears boxed off Saturday night. You know, um, and I'm going to be honest, man. I think right now, Regis Progress could be possibly catching Devin Haney at a good time. But it just all depends on how focused and how good and you know, how hardcore did Regis Progress train. You know, I mean, their face off 8 days ago on Matchroom Boxing on YouTube has already had almost 800,000 views. So it's almost been 1 million views with their face off, which is good. I feel like a lot of people should tune into this. It's going to be a good fight, action packed fight between two fighters that at this present time. I think between both of these fighters, I don't know, man, because it's Devin Haney will say shit, and then all of a sudden he'll do what he's saying. He actually backs it up sometimes. So, but the only thing I've seen him back up is his boxing ability. The power. I didn't really see a whole lot at 135. Will we see that? And that's another thing. Has that 135-pound division actually been hurting Devin Haney? You guys got to understand, man. This guy's he's a really big 135 pounder. Let's not make no, you know, let's just call it what it is. Regis Progress is probably arguably one of the biggest 135 pounders there is in boxing, period. When he was making that weight. I was hearing some wild numbers. This guy was rehydrating to 165, possibly 170. I was hearing some wild numbers, because he definitely gets 24 hours to rehydrate, and Devin Haney was using every second of it. You know, man, and Regis Progress, when he gets you hurt, man, you're gonna be done. You're gonna be done. When Regis Progress gets you hurt, it's finished. So that's what I'm trying to say, man. Will he be able to hurt him? Will Regis Progress be able to hurt Devin Haney? And he's saying that he's going to be doing some stuff that people that don't think he can do. And that's scaring me, because I think, and I hope that this is not the case, but he might be saying that, he wants to box Devin Haney instead of, fight. But I mean, a fighter's going to say what he's going to say. That's just what it is. A fighter's going to say what he's going to say. But, every time I've seen Regis Progress fight, he's been in brawler, you know, knockout punch type fighter. You know what I mean? Like, he's trying to get you out of there. He knows he doesn't get paid for overtime. So if he can get you out of there, he's gonna try to get you out of there. You know, hence why he has over an 80% knockout ratio. You know, I mean, and this guy Regis Progress is, he's a really good he's a really good fighter. He really is. And I just hope that, he's not aging more than we think he could possibly be aging right at this point in his career. You know, he might be aging just a little bit too much. But Regis Progress has a really good body attack, man. I want to see if he's going to be able to use that body attack on Devin Haney. Devin Haney has a good defense. Um, he does. I mean, look, man, call it what it is. Devin Haney, for to be, only 25 years old, he's already accomplished a lot. He's already accomplished a whole hell of a lot already. Um, hence why, he's trained with Floyd Mayweather. Um, and hence why, he's been in the ring, with, Jorge Linares, at the time was 47-5. And he's being in there with really experienced Mexican fighters, and just experienced fighters in general. But Linares is a really good fighter, especially in his career. He's made a couple comebacks, um, and he actually, I believe, Linares hurt Devin Haney, a little bit in that fight. I really do. Um, I think that he possibly, stunned Devin Haney. But Devin Haney was really boxing the ears off of uh off of Jorge Linares. Man, yeah, right there. And I believe it was round number 11. Was it 11? No, yeah, I think it was round number 11 where he had uh he had Devin Haney walking to the corner on stanky legs. I mean, this guy was visibly hurt, and it was in round number, I think it might have been 10. But man, Devin Haney definitely got touched up in that fight as well. Um, can Regis Progress hurt him? We seen him hurt before. We seen Jorge Linares hurt him. You know, we've seen him hurt. That's a fact. But can Regis Progress hurt him? My answer to that is I believe he can definitely try. And I think he will. I think he definitely will try very hard to to possibly knock out and try to hurt Devin Haney. Is Devin Haney biting off more than he can chew by fighting Regis Progress? My personal opinion is, with all of that said, you know, with all of that said, I think Devin Haney's going to win the fight. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. I think Devin Haney's going to win the fight. But I'm not to say that Regis Progress can't win this fight. I just really favor Devin Haney. He's very fast, very young. He's in the prime of his career. He's very sharp. The 1-2s are, very good. The only thing that scares me is, will he get caught? We know he comes in sometimes, with his hands down. Um, and that's how he's gotten caught before. So, but he knows how to play the distance game, and he knows, the level of talent that it takes. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if Devin Haney knows what it takes to beat the level of fighter like Regis Progress? Does he have that in him to beat a guy? We've seen him beat Lomo, which is, in my personal opinion, a better boxer than Regis Progress. But Regis Progress has more power, I believe, than anybody Devin Haney's been in the ring with so far. I believe that this guy is more of a it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Toby in the chat, salute, man. He says Corey Lee in the chat. What's up, Toby, man? How's everything going, man? I hope everything's going great for you today, man. No doubt, man. We're talking Regis Progress. We're talking Devin Haney. It is going down this Saturday. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. We know Devin Haney is, a blue chip prospect and a blue chip. He's just been at the top of his game for a long time. Even before he turned professional, I was hearing about this guy, Devin Haney, when he was, you know, 17, 18 years old. He was sparring the likes of Sean Porter, and I believe Sean Porter was, you know, a champion, if not a champion, definitely making his championship run. And you got a young kid like Devin Haney, and he's sparring, in his prime, Sean Porter. I think if he can do that, I think he can deal with Regis Progress. And so that's why I'm picking Devin Haney to win by unanimous decision. Um, I don't even think it's gonna be. I don't even think it's gonna be, but too hard. Now, what I can say is Regis Progress, to be able to win this fight and to be in this fight, you have got to inflict some type of pain on Devin Haney. You're gonna have to win this fight. But like I said, we'll see. I'm picking Devin Haney to win by unanimous decision. And like I said, we'll go from there. Toby in the chat says, I'm really looking forward to seeing this fight. I got Devin Haney today, but I'm just as likely to wake up tomorrow and pick Regis. Very close fight, in my opinion. It is, man. It really is, man. It really truly is, Toby. You are not lying about that, dude. It's a close fight, man. Because Devin Haney at any given time can turn it up, but so can Regis Progress. Regis Progress is the one that I'm going to be actually looking out for the power. He's got scary power. I'm talking about knocking you completely out, cold. He's got that type of power. So I want to see, you know, how he would do against against Devin Haney. Devin Haney's a really good fighter. He's a really good fighter. And he knew how to control the distance with a guy like Lomachenko. Lomachenko is just not no walk in the park, you guys. Lomachenko is a bad man. For Devin Haney to beat him, showing me something, man. It's showing me that Devin Haney can adapt, and he's on the come up. I think Devin Haney's gonna do only. I think he's gonna do. He's not gonna do anything but get better. He's still learning. His body's still growing. He's only 25 years old. I truly feel like he's not even fully developed. As crazy as that sounds, I truly feel like there's even more to Devin Haney that we haven't even seen yet. But can all of this be erupted by a grown ass man and a father? And having that mentality, like, I have to provide for my family. And just like, Regis Prograis said, me and Devin Haney can never be the same. And what he's saying is, Regis Prograis was saying is pretty much like Regis Prograis was not born with a silver spoon in his mouth. And pretty much that's what he was saying, that Devin Haney, they grew up different. They grew up a lot different. They really did. you know and you gotta have some type of grit, man. When you get in that ring, you guys gotta have some type of grit, man. You know, to knock that mother out. You know what I mean? You gotta have grit. And I think Regis Progress has that grit, man. That's why I cannot wait, man, to watch this fight. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be an awesome fight, you guys. I cannot wait. Toby in the chat says Tyrone McKenna is a real tough guy. He's took some punishment and fights, but he said last week the hardest he's ever been hit is by Regis Progress in Dubai. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. And I know for a fact that Devin Haney is a better boxer than Regis Progress. But can he not get hit and not get hurt for 12 full rounds? I'm not 100% sure on that. Like I said, I'm picking Devin Haney, but I'm picking him in a very skilled fight, man. In a very skilled fight. I'm not sleeping on Regis Progress. I think that Regis Progress, in that last fight, man, I did not like what I seen out of Regis Progress. I'm gonna just call a spade a spade. I'm gonna just call it what it is. I did not like what I seen out of Regis Progress in his last fight. I thought he could have done better than that. I thought he was gonna do better than that, and I didn't like what I seen. You know, and this fight right here, you guys, I did not like what I seen out of Regis Progress. Regis Progress, at times was getting touched up, you know, by a Dominican fighter. You know, is they said you're only as good as your last fight. Is Regis Progress slipping? Devin Haney will be the judge of that this Saturday night, you guys. It's been 30 minutes, you guys. I appreciate all of you guys watching the live stream today, man. Like I said, man, I'm gonna stay with it, man. 2 for 2, you guys. I'll give you 2 live streams in a row, 2 days in a row, man. So you got to give credit where it's due, man. Come on now. Um, and yeah, man, I just think that oh, hold on. Toby in the chat says, I wonder how big the ring is this week. I imagine Devin being the A side has gone, he said he's going from a 20-inch or 22-inch ring, 22-foot ring or whatever. Yeah, so I'm telling you, man, the ring size can play a factor in this fight. And I think since Devin Haney's the A side, I think it'll be bigger. But if it was up to Regis Progress, he'll like a smaller ring there so he can cut off the ring quicker and be more, and be more, you know, be more, close the distance more, be more close to Devin Haney so he can, fire them power shots off with ease. I think the closer the ring is, smaller the ring is, I think it favors Regis Prograis. 100%. I think it favors Regis Prograis. I think Regis Prograis is the better inside fighter. And what I mean by that is, closing it up. Yeah. Toby says they need to show up because Corey Lee showed up. Come on, guys. Make the effort. Yeah, man. What the fuck, man? Show up, man, because I'm definitely going to be watching that fight. I can't wait to watch that shit. Man, I can't wait. This Saturday night, yo, I'm going to be watching that joint. It's going to be my only day off this week. I can't wait to watch it. I really want to see. I really, truly am really curious. Can Regis Prograis connect with some power shots? Can he do it? It's literally a multi-million-dollar question. Because the winner of this fight definitely is going to see some millions for sure, 100% guaranteed. The winner of this fight will be looking at some millions. That's a fact. But yeah, man. I'm going to head out, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Between 3:30 and 4:30, you guys. I'll be on this live stream, man. So I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow, man. Thank you, guys. This is gonna be a new topic tomorrow, too, you guys. Okay. So we're gonna be talking about a new topic. Today we talked about Regis Prograis versus Devin Haney because their fight is coming up this Saturday. So I figured I'd throw that in there for you guys. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash that like button and subscribe. And until next time, you guys, peace.